Now.
This is a presentation made for BE 444, which is Biosensors for Medical Diagnostics at Michigan State University. It is for DNA-based biosensors for Clostridium tetani. I'm Haley.
I'm Jake Krippus.
And I'm Madison Pritchett.
And this is our presentation.
So for our vision and value proposition, we're designing a DNA-based biosensor to provide a more compact, easy-to-use test for tetanus disease in undeveloped populations. And here's an image of what Clostridium tetani looks like.
So what is tetanus? Tetanus is a common disease caused by anaerobic bacteria called Clostridium tetani in deep tissue infections. Once the wound is infected with Clostridium tetani, the risk for amputation and mortality increases greatly. For this reason, the tetanus vaccine in early life is of utmost importance because this can become problematic in specific regions. Therefore, it is necessary to design a rapid and sensitive detection method for the early diagnosis and clinical treatment of tetanus.
The target market for this product would be impoverished people in sub-Saharan Africa as well as Southeast Asia. The tetanus bacteria is seen most in these regions due to a lack of medical resources, limited access to the tetanus vaccine, and just in general, a low standard of hygiene in daily life. Increased exposure to bacteria found in dirt and water sources is more prone to be problematic when an individual comes in contact with these without the vaccine and poor resources for diagnosis and recovery. And as you can tell from the picture, the lighter areas is where tetanus is pretty much eradicated. It doesn't show up very much, but in the darker regions, that is where tetanus is a big problem still today.
So for our solution, we will be creating a DNA-based biosensor to identify the gene TET-R, which regulates tetanus toxin, which is the cause of many of the symptoms related to tetanus. So you can see TET-R on the image on the right. And for this biosensor, we will be using the oligoprobes that we designed using the NCBI database. And these include 10 different primers that will allow for the identification of the genes. And we'll use carbon nanotubes because of their exceptional electrochemical properties. And then we'll be able to amplify the DNA sensing signal with these.
Currently, the identification of Clostridium tetani is conducted by anaerobic culture of wound exudates, followed by an API test or PCR assay. Compared to these methods, our biosensor is not only simple and rapid, but also has good stability, strong specificity, and high sensitivity.
And here are our references.